Welcome to East Coast LQ Reviews. Today, we're doing another whiskey examination. We got a good panel here today. Super excited to review this one. Hopefully this one gets a good score. I actually can see the score for the regular Maker's Mark, so this should be interesting.
This one's going to get a score of 101.
Yeah. That'd be the best one we've had yet, so that would be good then. Thank you to Bumpyisms, Dan, FLX Beer Reviews, Thomas Mill 75, also known as Massachusetts Beer Reviews. Cheers, guys. Should be fun. We do a 6-point category rating system with this. We go over the aesthetics, nose, flavor, mouthfeel, finish, value. Aesthetics and value are 10 points each. And the other 4 are 20 points each, equaling 100 points in total. Yes, we do like to kind of nerd out and really pick this whiskey apart. Try to give it the best score possible, be as honest as possible. And so first off, we go over the aesthetics. Maker's Mark, they make good stuff. You know, they got the red wax on top. But first off, actually, we're going to go around the panel. And everyone is going to state how much they paid. I honestly have to go back and look. I think I got it from Yankee Spirit, so I could just look at that on the website. But I'll let Bumpy start. Pretty sure everyone's got 750s. I think that's the only thing they sell it in. But I'll let you guys say how much you paid. So you guys do that, and I'll look up my price. Cheers.
So I got the 750, and I paid $39.99.
Okay, nice.
I got the 750 as well, and I paid with tax $41.03.
Very good. I paid. Thank you for that sample, Tanner. Thank you very much for that sample. And that's about a $43.99 bottle at there, Tanner, for a 750.
I think that's how much I paid.
Yeah.
I might have gotten it cheaper. I could have gotten it next to my mom's house. I have had this a while, and I reviewed it like a couple of years ago. I think. Was it a couple? It might have been 2 years. It was either 1 or 2 years. So yeah, I probably paid around like the $40 range. $44 still isn't too bad. It's a little bit more than what they paid. But regular Maker's Mark is like what, guys? Like $30?
$39.99 or something like that. Oh no, wait a minute. Yeah. For a liter, for a 1.75
regular Makers.
I'd have to look it up.
No more than 30, yeah. 30. I can get that for 30.
I can figure it out.
30? I was just curious what
you guys can tell this is not a very structured show. Regular Makers is for a 750, $31.99. So about $12 more. What was it? Yeah, 32 and 44.
Yeah,
it's about $9 more
for you, Bobby.
Well, yeah, I paid $39.99, and if it's 31 something.
Well, I didn't know if you were looking at the website, the price difference between the two.
Yeah, Maker's Mark, $2.99 for a 50 ml.
yeah.
Oh wow, Maker's Mark 750 is $26.99. Okay, but the regular price is $31.99.
Well, yeah, you got the New Hampshire Liquor Wine Outlet, so they usually have like a product like Makers for super good, like good, solid price.
Yeah.
Okay. What was I gonna look up? Oh my! I was trying to figure out the how long since I reviewed this the first time. What do you guys think of the bottle so far? The I like the lettering. I like how it's not really a label. It's just kind of like it's just etched on there. It's like engraved or whatever. Etched. Is it etched? Is that the right word?
Yeah.
And then the back, even the information on the back, it says distilled, aged, and bottled by the Maker's Mark Distillery. 50 50.5% alcohol by volume, 101 proof. Do we have a mash bill or age statement anywhere on any of the websites?
Our website does not mention that. No.
What about Breaking Bourbon?
Bourbon Finder.
I'm gonna
Breaking
look on the
Bourbon,
box that it came in. Oh,
On the
it
box.
tells you
Yeah, I
it
threw my
tells you
box away.
the flavor notes. That's nice.
Breaking a Bourbon.
All right. I reviewed this January 1st, 2021.
All right.
This is 3 years old. Yeah, so it's been 3 years. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. That's what I was still doing out of 10s.
Yeah, they keep this thing tightly closed, whatever this mash bill is. Although it's supposed to be,
Probably undisclosed.
yeah, I think it's supposed to be around 14% wheat,
It's
and
probably
for the original Maker's Mark, it is. Yeah.
So on the whiskey jug, they say it's 60% corn,
Whiskey
26%
too.
red winter wheat, and 14% malted barley.
There we go.
Yeah, Whiskey Jug's good too. That's a good say.
Oh, there it is.
So there you go.
Mash bill, 60 corn, 26% red winter wheat, 14% malted barley.
I just said that.
Hard oak. I know reading it though. I
Yeah.
He reads out loud, Dan.
yeah, sometimes. I just said that. Sorry,
Now time
Dan.
for silent reading, and there's Tanner in class reading out loud.
Oh no. How do I do this? 4? Okay. So it's saying at least 4.
At least 4 years, yeah. Old.
You guys want you guys pour yours into a glass already?
Yes.
I mean,
I have not. I haven't even opened mine.
Okay, you should crack it open.
Until their Maker's Mark Cellar Age just came out, which is between 11 and 12 years old, they don't really have anything other than that that's super high of any age.
Really nice color. It's got some really, really solid color from the last whiskey that we recently reviewed. It's got a nice kind of like amber hue to it.
Mm-hmm.
Looks really good.
That's a wet.
Wait a second.
Waiting. All right, second's over.
Did I just hear a cork pop?
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, is that a new one? Is that a brand new bottle?
I just opened it.
Oh, that's a different label. Wait, that's a way different label. Yeah, look at Dan's. Dan didn't even say that.
You got the paper label, the special proof one, yeah.
Yeah, mine has a screw-on cap.
I was going to say this is my first Makers with a cork.
Ah.
My cast strength I had a cork.
Oh, so that's new. That's probably the new bottle. You just recently bought that, Dan?
Yeah, last weekend.
Okay,
I
and
just
then
bought this too.
Bobby, yeah, you probably have. They probably still have a good amount of the old style left.
So they're giving New Hampshire people the old stuff.
No, it's probably just been on the shelf.
I don't know.
Well, we didn't really talk about aesthetics. So I was going to wait until we talked about the label.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I was also going to wait to see because that's what I was looking before. And I'm like, oh, I think it's a screw-on cap, and then I hear a cork pop, and I'm like, what?
That's cool. They put it in a cork, and it's got the regular like Maker's kind of style label on it.
Yeah, I mean it's textured as well. It's very like old timey, like
well, it
old
used
treasure map.
limited. Does it still say limited on that?
Maker's Mark special proof 101.
Yeah, but does your box say limited release? Does anything say limited release?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Okay. I don't know if it's limited anymore.
Nah, it's available.
I don't know if it's limited the way Elijah Craig says small batch.
I think it's going to
limited
be
in Oregon apparently because Beerman.
No.
Oh,
yeah, that's.
I think it's going to be a probably like a
Mine's got
standard
like a
bottle.
little story on the side, giving tasting notes and all that.
Good little read.
Yeah, I mean, I always like Maker's Mark's because of that red wheat that they use. It gives it that reddish.
And then it's got
color.
got a story over here.
It looks really nice. And then there's some nice alcohol eggs as well.
Mine also has the nutrition facts on the back of the label
I like
as well.
the gold. I kind of, I think that kind of, maybe that makes me a little sad because the gold is nice. The clear gold bottle, you get to see all the whiskey.
Yep.
You guys want to know the nutrition facts?
Sure.
If I can read it.
I have a government warning.
Hopefully.
All right. So calories, 123. Carbs 0, protein 0, and fat 0. That's per 1.5 fluid ounces. It's got like the most tiniest font down there.
So I'm going to read the back of this one. While not everyone can visit our little distillery in Laredo, Kentucky, we bottled this 101 proof limited release so you can too experience the bolder side of our refined wheated bourbon, as we have shared it with special guests at our distillery for generations. Distilled, aged, and bottled by the Maker's Mark Distillery Incorporated. And I stumbled there a little bit because it's super hard to actually read with the little tiny gold lettering there. Or maybe I just can't speak today. That also too is possible.
I've got a totally different story.
I think it's very nice. I'm probably gonna give this maybe, I don't know. I think I'm gonna give it like an 8. I'm right around like maybe an 8. What do you guys think? Maybe you can change my mind or make me go up or down. What do you think?
I've got a different story.
What's up?
Like mine's a whole different spiel.
Go
Talks
for it.
about
too.
the grandfather and all that.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, so they changed it up a little bit. You probably have a different.
I like mine came in a fancy box. This is the first whiskey I've ever had that's come in a box. I think it's a nice looking box. It's not like a wooden box that would have been stellar. I do like that they wax dip, the tops. And
Would have been
it's a nice looking bottle with good. Yeah, I like the lettering. It looks fancy. The color of the whiskey is very nice.
Yeah, they should have done.
Very nice.
They should have done this with the cork. Why did they do that with the cork?
Dude, I think I like this bottle better than your bottle.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
This seems more limited and fancy, though.
Put this over the top.
Like compared to the other ones, this seems more like limited and fancy. It is kind of hard to friggin' read if you're an older guy. Your guy like in his 60s, you probably can't read this because I can barely read it. I'm like, you kind of really have to get there and you got to look at it, but it looks nice.
I would have probably given this a 10 if it was corked. I'm going to give it a 9 because it's screw cap.
I was going to say I would have gave it a better score too because of I wish I could have had a cork on this.
I mean, my box bumped up the score too. Fancy box.
I had the box too, to be fair. I just threw that away a long time ago. Typically, I don't keep the boxes or containers that the bottles come in. It's just too much to hold.
Yeah, I'll probably toss it after this.
Yeah, probably throw it away. Dan's like, I want to keep my box.
He's got a whole new label to rate on that one. I give it a 7. I'll give the bottle that you have there, Tanner, and the look and aesthetic to it. I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I like.
I'm gonna go 8 then. I'm gonna stick with my 8.
To your point, it is a little difficult to read, and I don't know. Maybe I like the nerdy aspect of the bottles when they can have a little bit more information on them.
Yeah, but I also, true. There should, there's no age statement. There's no mash bill. You're paying $40 range. To be fair, I like how the bottle is clear though. Yeah. Like I like a nice clear bottle. You can see the whiskey in the bottle. So that's always cool.
Yeah.
Kind of like the 1792. The 1792 is the same thing, where it's in the stag. Stag's kind of the same way, where it's just got lettering on it. You can actually see the liquid. There's not a big paper label over it where you can't really see much of it. Or
like Dan's.
Like Dan's. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just totally just kidding. I give it an 8 though. I wish they put a cork on this one. I would have gave it like a 9. Looks nice. If you pulled this out at like a get together with people and we're like, oh, try this. It looks nice, clean. Screw cap kind of throws that off. They'd be like, oh, this guy's pulling out screw cap stuff. No.
It's like having a baseball cap.
Baseball cap.
Snapback.
It's like
This is a fitted one. The fitted ones just look better.
And for the looks rating and aesthetics.
Unreal. Well, let's nose this. Yeah, Eric's been nosing it.
Thinking about it, yeah.
Dan didn't even give his.
No, he didn't give he looks or aesthetics rating.
I thought he did.
No,
I thought he said 9.
Did you say 9?
No, he said his is different.
What was yours? 9? You said 9?
I said 9.
Oh, well, then Eric went, so I'm sorry. Not my fault. Blame Eric. I blame Eric.
That's all right. We'll just wait till the end. We'll get all of Dan's scores.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, let's move on. Let's start nosing it. No, I'm just kidding. Dan, what's your aesthetics, Dan? What'd you give it?
Perfect.
10?
Yeah.
Nice.
I like the box. I like the cork. I like the treasure map paper. I like the nose. I like the nutrition facts. I like the story, and I like the wax. I almost got the slam dunk. Almost.
The extra dip.
Extra dipped. Ooh.
I wonder if you had to pay more for a double dip bottle.
Wish you could be here, bro. Probably see you after though.
Cherry.
All right, let's smell it.
Cherry chocolate. Toffee.
That's it smells rich. It's got a very
Toffee.
Big like cinnamon dark chocolate kind of thing going on.
Chocolate, yeah. Is there an orange?
Ethanol.
That's that red wheat, man.
Yep.
I mean, the box tells me that it's
Cherry?
caramel, vanilla, and fruit.
I can
Yeah,
see
it's
that.
definitely cherry. There's a little bit of citrus.
I do get this.
My bottle says
Like
my bottle says rich milk
clear
of
in my
fruit.
sinuses, that's for sure. I'm getting a good amount of ethanol.
Yes, Dan. Yes, Dan.
Rich notes of fruit, baking spices, and caramel. That's what this one
That's
says.
pretty descriptive of what you're getting for the most part, yeah. I wrote orange at Christmas time. For a note.
Dude, it's kind of got like a
Oaky in
minty floral.
yeah.
Kind of like, I know it's
Orange in the background. Oh, sorry, oaky in the background. Oh, there's a little bit of a rye, but it's not super huge at all.
there's some good complexity to it once you get past the ethanol.
Mild mint.
It's helping clearing my sinuses, but it's definitely very bold. It's got like a big, strong aromatic to it.
I mean, I definitely get that cherry note, and it's not Robitussin cherry, which is nice. And I get like a cinnamon bun.
Yeah, sure.
Really bakery? You're going bakery, like cinnamon bakery?
Yeah, well, like because it's not like cinnamon, like when you like inhale like just straight powdery cinnamon. It's kind of like a softer, like there's some sweetness added.
Yeah, but I think I'm not getting as much cinnamon because I'm getting more of the ethanol. But there's like a lot of complexity, but a lot of it kind of gets drowned out by the ethanol.
Oh, that was way too far into the nose. Oh, no.
That's what I keep doing. I keep putting my nose.
Well, I thought it was really approachable, and then I went full.
I'm like, waking myself up over here.
To me, the ethanol is not too bad.
Once I went like this.
My bottle's kind of old.
I didn't trim my nose hairs this week, so
Me either. I don't
want
want
burning going on.
I don't know. When I didn't know that, I traditionally keep the
contribute to you not getting as much ethanol. Maybe that makes sense.
I traditionally nose from like
Dan's got too many nose hairs in his
I know.
nose. That's why he's not getting the
Dan's
ethanol.
got something he's trying to say. No,
What are
no,
you
I'm not.
trying to say, Dan? We give the floor to Dan once more. Just talk over me, Dan.
He was
Turn
trying
your
to.
mic up.
The bottom floor has nothing to say, Tanner.
All right, then.
Do you want me to go in the settings and turn Tanner
There
down?
you go. Now you can talk. Now you can talk over Bobby. There you go. What are you getting, Dan? Good talking to you.
You all remind me of me.
Yeah, I like it. It's just I think the bottle that I have has definitely opened up.
Well,
Bumpy.
geez, you've had it for 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like it's a little different compared to what you guys are nosing.
Yeah, mine's a fresh crack too.
Both of yours
Literally
are
a crack because I had to screw it off.
fresh pop. Well, fresh crack and a fresh pop though.
Good.
There's a brown sugar note. It is like a nice brown sugar.
There's a bakery here, and they make these. They're like cherry, not granola bars, but like it's like a cherry bake with like crumble on top. Like think of like a crumble apple pie like that, but like with cherry, and it's got like a little bit of vanilla like icing on it. That's kind of what I'm getting. It's got like a graham cracker base.
Would that be Mike's Kitchen?
No, that would be Leo's Bakery and Deli, East Rochester, New York.
Mine has turned like I feel like it's more cherry chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see chocolate.
More
Mine's
cherry
like a
chocolate.
cherry cola.
The spices calmed down. The ethanol's
Yeah.
calmed down. I think the ethanols came out of the glass.
I see a little bit of cola, Dr. Pepperish.
You know what actually is really good to have you guys ever poured whiskey into one of these? I know Bumpy has.
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Bigger
Well,
body.
Drink right out of the
We
bottle.
were drinking out of one, and I drank out of one when I was there with John, and I feel like the ethanol in these like smaller glasses might get trapped. Whereas like if you pour it into this, it kind of aerates faster. You know what I'm saying?
I can see that, yeah.
I usually keep it right below my top lip, and that kind of keeps the ethanol kind of not all up in my face, but I still can get a good
Dan's
judge
got a
of it.
fancy way of smelling now too.
You guys want to try it?
Sure.
Wait,
Look at those legs.
Too close.
He's gonna blow his nose in his
Legs right there. Camera's not really doing it justice. There we go. There's the legs. It's raining.
inhale it.
What?
Drip, 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 drip.
Don't do that. All right. Cheers, guys.
Light it up. Cheers.
Let's see. Getting all those notes. Let's see if they
Spice.
get
Spice and vanilla with a big oak astringency at first.
Oh my goodness.
Got that good old Kentucky hug.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I had a BLT sandwich when I got home, and like the edges of the toasted bread and the bacon, like they kind of like made the roof of my mouth kind of raw, and so that burns.
raw roof.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, that's not fun.
Oh,
it's a
God.
bad day to drink whiskey. At least you're cleaning it.
Yeah.
Big old sweetness up front.
Yeah, it's actually very soft. It's a lot softer than you would expect, given the amount of ethanol at first. For me personally,
And then it follows the nose very, very, very well.
there's a really nice citrusy orange, like an orange candy, combined with like a cherry kind of cordial thing going on.
I know it says orange at Christmas time.
Yeah, it's citrus, it's cherry. There's like that caramel there. Like I said, it was very vanilla and oak astringent. It's got a really nice lingering flavor.
Yeah.
If you like spice, if you like oak, this is definitely doing it.
Yeah.
toffee for days, and that
Mine's
not-
super hot, but it's
And it's not overly bitter oak, though. You know how oak can be sometimes bitter? You know what I mean?
I definitely get kind of it's more on the tail end because up front it's like all just spice, hot and burning right now in my mouth. But on the tail end, I get it's like a really cheap, like one of those cherry chocolates.
Yeah,
but it's like the chocolate's super waxy. It's like a super waxy.
It's probably that oak though that's doing that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, I feel like those are fresh. Those are neck pours too. What you and Dan are drinking, so you're gonna have quite a little bit of a difference compared to. I gave Eric a sample of my bottle, and my bottle's been open.
Bumpy, do you have a water by you?
2021. I need to get some water out of the fridge.
I have a Trillium. Is that close enough?
I was gonna say I got Milwaukee's Best Ice. Is that considered water?
Yes.
Okay.
That's me being an asshole. No, big old spice and that orangey note. That orange cherry chocolate thing at Christmas time.
The water brings out the chocolate.
Yeah. I can see that. Okay.
Yeah, I like the way the water kind of sweetens up the back end a little bit.
Yeah. I agree with you on the water. I don't get that mild mint. I mean, maybe I get that mild mint, but I feel like it was more on the on the nosing than it was on the flavor.
It doesn't taste as good drinking it after drinking an IPA.
No.
What was the rye on it? No, it's not rye. It's wheat. Sorry. Geesh. What was the wheat on it? What was that percentage of wheat?
26.
26. It's pretty high, huh?
Original
60 corn is solid, but that's still low. It has to be at least 51, right? And then 14 malted barley is actually pretty high for barley.
Yo, that's pretty high. Yeah. That's where you're getting that cinnamon bun from, maybe. Or roll. It matches the flavor. It matches the aroma for me. It matches the aroma pretty much to a T.
It's got if that's the mash bill, typically these guys online are pretty good at finding it. That's the mash bill. I would say that's pretty solid. I like it. It really does create a very soft but high proof whiskey. I feel like this would go great in like an old fashioned Manhattan. This would be an awesome cocktail because the flavors in it would really shine through without being too bold and too like Bernie, you know.
Bernie Sanders.
Bernied his office the other day.
Old fashioned has orange, right? It's got the.
Let me read the bottle you gave me from the old fashioned Knob Creek. This was the sample bottle that
orange bitters.
But the Knob Creek, what is that? That is
orange,
whiskey, bitters, cane sugar, orange, cherry, and lemon zest.
Yeah, see this would be awesome as an old fashioned.
That would be good.
With each sip, to me, it's a very warm. It's very warming. Like not just like warming in the chest. It's just it's warm. It's like you said, Kentucky hug. Kind of just warm. Just kind of a little oily too. A little oily.
Yeah. It's good. There's like it almost feels like almost like a firecracker is going off in my mouth. It's got this like sparkle effect with the heat that it gives off, that spicy heat.
Eric, I don't know about what I get. This is like cherry orange cream.
Yeah, well, what I wrote almost the same thing for the tasting notes as the aroma. Kentucky hug, big old sweetness up front, toffee, chocolate, cinnamon, orange at Christmas time. And I'm definitely getting that wheat softness thing to it. But I'm also writing soft but spicy with the mouthfeel component going on. And then as I almost said Bill, as Dan was saying over here, if you were to add water or to just have a sip of water on the side after the initial tasting of the bourbon, definitely more of that chocolatey note is starting to come out with that. I would definitely agree with that. That's a really nice addition to the flavor profile and palate.
It's like cherry I'm getting my main thing is cherry, chocolate, orange, vanilla.
Vanilla, sure, I can see that.
Then spice, and then oak, and then drying, and then Kentucky Hug. That's like kind of the.
Drying.
It's good. It's really, really good. It's very this like soup. It's super soft. Like I said, this is kind of old. So I mean,
It has a long like life of spice after you take a sip. At least that's what I'm experiencing. So it's one of those bourbons that I like with the longevity of the drink. So I can take a little sip and it will last, like the feeling will last on my palate. So I don't feel like I have to go right back in. You know, it's one I can make last longer.
I think the more I drink it, it's definitely changing.
Yep.
You know what I mean? It's like there's certain whiskeys where you drink it and it is what it is. But then there's certain like whiskeys where you drink it and then like 5 minutes later you start taking some more pulls off your glass and you're getting like the different notes, or the notes that you're getting kind of just change just a little bit, you know. I think the sweetness is starting to ramp up for me.
this guy's in the lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is going to give that a run for its money.
So not on this episode, but I do plan on doing some science afterwards.
Rye versus wheated whiskey. And no, that Michter's rye was freaking solid. This kind of, it's the same price range too, right?
Yeah.
$40. Yeah.
The Michter's was cheaper for me.
Michter's more expensive for me. Michter's was $45.99 for me.
Yeah, I think I got it for like 37, 38.
Yeah, you got it for a bargain.
Yeah, you had a coupon though, didn't you?
It's typically like
no, there's just like $6 off the price.
I mean, this flavor is
it's really good.
It's really impactful.
Oh, I said Richter's. Michter's rye is $40 at Yankee Spirits, Eric.
Yeah. So same price point for you and I.
Well, actually, Maker's Mark 101's $4 more.
Oh, $43.99. That's right.
Yeah.
Mouthfeel. It's gonna get a good rating.
What do you guys think for the nose?
I gave it a 16.
I like the nose more than I like the flavors.
Really?
Well, stop drinking an IPA, Bumpy. Your flavors get better.
Palate wrecker. My aroma is 18.
I gave it a 17.
That's a good mouthfeel too.
What did you give it, Eric?
18.
Really? Dan with the 16?
Yeah.
16 on the nose.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be with Dan on the 16 because mine is it's still the ethanol. But I don't know why. It's like way more ethanol on the nose, and then the flavor, it's like doesn't really drink super, super high. We'll get to the mouthfeel because I have something to say about that as well. But the flavor, man, I think this is the flavor itself is probably the best.
Oh yeah, I agree.
The finish, I feel like, could have a little bit more complexity. But yeah, for these three, I think I would say flavor over mouthfeel and finish for sure. Me personally. Yeah. And I think you guys want to give your scores, or you want me to give my score first? I'll start it off. I'm going to give the flavor the 18.
Oh, you said 16 on aroma, yeah?
Yes.
Tasting 18, all right.
I'm going to say flavor 18.
Or flavor. Okay.
Could be better, but still really, 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 really good. Like I said, orange, vanilla, cherry, chocolate, spice, oak, all the good stuff, all the sweet stuff.
All the good stuff. I like that.
Cheers, Bill.
Bumpy's compiling the notes.
Anybody else want to go next? I'm sticking to mine. I feel like I'm pretty solid.
I gave the flavor 14.
Really interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
Not as complex as other whiskeys that I've had that I scored kind of similar to a little bit higher than that. I've also had the cask strength, which was the same price.
There's your value.
Yeah. I wonder what is the cash strength over here.
Mine was 110.
Cash strength's $50.
That's a pretty good deal. It's still really realistically.
Cash strength's $50. That's pretty good. What's the proof on the cash strength?
I just said 110.
This one.
Mine was 111.
This one, no, it says this one ranges. On the website, it says ranges from 108 to 114.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's cool to buy different ones to try them.
My cask strength's the same price as the 101. So
I'm gonna give this a 7. Okay.
Cask strength for me is $8 more.
Not too bad. $6 more for the cash strength is like
slightly creamy.
But it's not. It's a slight ABV difference. This is still kind of high.
I'll give my flavor a 16.
All right. Cool.
Nice.
Mine is. I'm gonna stick with the. I do think that it's. I mean, I could go down a score, I suppose, but I'm gonna leave it the same. As the aroma, I'm giving the taste an 18.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
Yeah. Ford, that's a good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, regularly $50.99.
Just buy like
that's
3 of those, and you'll be set for.
Yeah, I'm going off that price.
The year,
not the sale price.
Yeah, see, it's $10 off, but that's what it's been for the past 2 months.
I live in New York. Sales don't happen.
So does everyone give flavor?
Yeah.
Mouthfeel, I feel like is a little bit thinner for 101. Like the
really, I was gonna say the exact opposite.
Even the 101 Wild Turkey, I feel like has a little bit more mouthfeel, and that's way cheaper.
It's got a little bit of an oiliness to it, like Dan said, though.
Did I drink all the one? No.
You still have Wild Turkey 101?
Yes, I do.
Do. That's got a spice bomb compared to this, but this one's pretty spicy.
I think this has the oiliness that doesn't.
Yeah, I can see that.
Really?
Yeah.
What did we? I forgot. What did we give this?
I can look it up after.
I don't know. I think I like the. Oh wow, turkey boy!
Put that thing in an Excel spreadsheet, then you can find all your ratings later.
Oh, I got it written down. It's all on paper.
Yeah, you got to go through pages and stuff.
I know.
Anyways,
maybe it'll be on the website one day. That'd be cool.
Oh, that toffee's really coming out about now, my glass. 17 on the mouthfeel. I'll just talk quickly.
I'm with Eric. I got 17.
You guys want to start a club?
Yeah, the bottom floor club. Both like the Red Sox. That's good.
What were your scores? 15, 17?
17.
217 for the mouthfeel.
You said 17 too? Oh. Bubby, what's yours?
What were we on? The
Mouthfeel.
13.
This whiskey is shit. No, I don't know.
Bubby's like, where's my beam at? I need my beam.
It's so good.
You learned about each reviewer as you go along with these things, which is pretty cool.
15. I'm going to go 15.
Wow, I like your bottle better than
you.
You
said this was paired with Melcher Street from Trillium. It doesn't.
I mean, I'm also dealing with a cut up mouth or whatever, so. It's a bit hot.
User error.
User error.
I gotta do a whiskey review. I'm gonna eat some croutons.
Wine crackers, come on. Soft but spicy, slightly creamy mouthfeel. That's what I think. The spice, I know it's a flavor component, but that does play into how it feels on the palate.
Maybe I'm being too harsh. Hold on.
I don't know.
I think that back of the mouthfeel just kind of
Go 16.
covers everything.
Going up.
He's going up to the east.
I think I'll go up in my mouthfeel too. I think I'm going to go up to 14.
I went from 15 to 16. I think, yeah. Finish is really nice. I just wish there was a little bit more complexity to it. It's just really kind of like all the other sweet flavors kind of die off and they're kind of drowned out by the spice and the oak, which is nice. I like that.
Yeah.
But I kind of feel like the sweetness did just linger just a little bit more, but still very nice. Still a very nice finish.
To complement that, though, the finish stays.
Yeah, it lingers for a long time.
Stays such a long time.
Yeah, it's a good lingering whiskey. If you want, like, so let's say, maybe you're watching a sports game or something, and you're sitting on the couch, you can just sit and sip on this. And
what if you were sitting on a?
You don't have to keep drinking it to have that flavor linger. Like if you're just kind of sitting down, hanging out, watching TV or something, that flavor sticks around for a while.
The one detriment for me though is compared to like Makers or the cask strength, I like how that finishes a little bit more sweet and less of that drying oak, whereas you get more of that with that. I prefer the sweet back end.
With the 101, you're saying the 101 sweeter than the cask strength?
No, I'm saying the cask strength finishes
sweeter,
which I like better than that oak finish.
If you like sweet, you got to try the 46 cask strength. You want to talk about sweet? That's a sweet whiskey. That's finished. They do that stave process where they put wood staves in it. They finish it in wood staves, and that's a sweet one. I think it's like, what's the ABV on that? 54.8 on the one that I.
Wow,
not too bad.
Finish. Cinnamon roll dough and spice lingers with dryness. I thought that there were light finishing flavors, but they did last. They were great notes, and I wish they were just more intense, all those notes. Like you just kind of amplified the flavors of them all. They're very light, but they really did stick around. So for all that being said, I will give that a 17 in a finish.
With a finish? 17?
Yeah.
I'm at a 14 for the finish.
Always the odd man out.
I'm going to give it a... I'm at a 15.
Maybe I'll be up in it.
Oh, excuse me. Really?
15.
I'll go 16 again.
I'll bump mine to 15 because I do like how it lingers on, like I'd already mentioned earlier. And I might be lowballing it.
You gotta drink some water on the side, guys. Water really helps, huh, Eric?
Got the Yeti, yeah, man.
Oh, you got some.
Listen, me and Eric were on that water train an hour ago.
But is it nice and cold?
Train 2 hours ago.
Is it cold out of your Alex flask?
The eclipse made my water system not work.
That's factually incorrect, Bumpy. It was the aliens.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was the world of war, or whatever it was.
Do you feel like Bumpy?
The war of the worlds. There we go.
Yeah, I think I don't know. For me personally, I think 16 out of 20 is fair for the finish. Like I said, I've been sitting on this for a while, but I do remember I watched it today, and I liked it. I gave it 8.5. So, but that was also 3 years ago.
Wow, it's 3 years old. Woo.
Yeah, January 1st, 2021. I actually posted that on my birthday. That review.
Damn it, part of it.
I'm super curious though. Is your bottle past its prime?
I liked it.
No, I think
I
think it's really good.
So
Actually,
do you think that bottle's the best it's ever been right now?
I don't know. I think there's pros and there's cons to having a whiskey sit for a while. It aerates and it gets, of course, smooth because you're opening it, so you're adding oxygen to it. But I feel like maybe like if you're somebody who wants a bolder, like more cask strength style, they'd probably want to drink it earlier, like what you and Bumpy have in front of you, because it's probably bolder. Well, me and Eric have is probably a softer version of what you guys are drinking.
Yeah, most likely.
Do you feel like maybe when you were halfway through, it was like a little bit better, or like?
Oh, I'm sure.
No, I can't. I don't remember.
I'm sure it would be at that point. Absolutely, there would be a difference.
Yeah.
In flavor, just in general. Yeah.
Well, now we know that. Well, this is a whiskey that tastes a little different if you sit on it for a little bit. You open it and you go back to it a year or two later, and it's gonna be a little different than the first time you tried it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited to kind of taste it. When it gets there.
But it's still, I think it's good. It's still held up. It's still held up. Maybe that's why I wasn't digging the mouthfeel as much, because maybe a newer bottle might have a little bit more of that kind of bolder kind of flavor to it. And this is like I said, a little bit more soft. But Maker's Mark in general, I feel like their products, once you let them aerate, you let them sit in the glass, they tend to become like a soft whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
I get it with the wheat.
For a value, what do you guys think?
I'm conflicted. I wrote something. I don't know if I want to go down, though. $40.
7.
Yeah, I think I'm right. I think I might be there with you, Bumpy. That sounds kind of fair.
I mean, when I can get the cask strength for the same price, pretty much, and it's like $1 more. So
yeah, but I feel like this is like
but that's a sale though. Does everyone have $10 off their bottle?
Yeah, not everybody else. Not everybody. No, here's the thing though. For you personally, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, that's your score. But for somebody else who maybe they just want to add this to a cocktail, actually, the cask strength version would be better, because you probably would just want the very right?
Oh yeah, Alamo.
No, yeah, depending on what it is, maybe some people they don't really want the higher proof because it's too strong for them. They try cask strength stuff and they're like, "Whoa, that's like drinking gasoline." I like the 50% range. Don't get me wrong, I like the 60s and above. Those are really, really strong. But that's not something that I can have 3 or 4 glasses of. I'm not going to sit there and drink 3-4 glasses of Stag Junior. I mean, you could.
No.
You'd probably feel pretty good afterwards, but it depends. If you're looking at as far as value, as far as bang for your buck, I don't know about that. But if you're looking at flavor, bang for your buck, like as far, you know what I mean? Yeah, this is it's a versatile whiskey for sure. You can use it as cocktails. You could sip on it. It's not too expensive. I do agree. Like, if you were to do cocktails, the cask strength version probably would be a little bit better, because you're paying a little bit more and you're going to be able to make a good amount of cocktails out of that. You're going to be able to make a little bit more out of this one. ABV difference isn't too crazy though. It's like 50.5 compared to what, 56 maybe? 56 to 58 probably. What do they say?
What's the OG?
108, which is 54.
90 proof, right?
To 114 is
OG is 90.
7. So it's 54 to 57% for what? $6 more. $50 for a cash strength bourbon in general is a good price. There was a guy that used to come into my liquor store and would buy Stag Junior because it was cash strength for $50. He used to come in and buy it for cocktails. Stag Junior. My boss would sell it to him all the time. He'd come in every time he got it. He said, "Oh,
times have changed, haven't they?"
What Stag Junior is? 64 to like 67% or something. Or actually, no, they get higher than that. I think Stags were in the 70s, a couple of them.
It might be, yeah.
But yeah, imagine
Good
paying
news. PBR does not kill the whiskey.
Imagine paying $50 for a 60-something% bourbon.
Yep.
That was back when
I'm at 7.
Weller and Stag and all that was kind of new.
We got 7s on the bottom floor here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my 7 as well.
I went down from an 8. I was starting there. I'm pretty high and mighty on this whiskey, luckily, but I'm down to a 7.
I wonder how it's
that
compared. I didn't want to look at the regular makers. I have the regular makers score sitting right over here, but I have stuff on top of it. That paper's right there. And I want to know how this compares to it. I'm going to tally up my score. You guys want to do that?
Already done.
All right. Well, I like to do it till the end, kind of surprise myself.
Surprise, 24. No. I don't think any bourbon's going to get a 24 out of 100.
I like that.
We didn't do Will at Pottsville.
All right, Bumpy, what was your final score?
Gave it a 76.
Okay. Fair. Dan?
81.
Well, cheers, Dan. I was going to let Eric say it, but I can't. Cheers, Dan. 81 over here.
Here's the high score of the day. It gets, for me, the 101 Maker's Mark an 84.
Not bad. Solid.
Not bad at all.
So we have what was it, 76, Bumpy?
Yep.
The average is 80.5, so an 81.
Which I think.
Yeah.
Does that tie with the
regular mark, actually Maker's Mark, I have regular Makers. I gave a 71.
Maker's average at 74.
Dan gave it a 74. Bumpy gave it a 78. Bumpy actually liked
there for that.
Regular Makers.
It may have been because I was getting more flavors out of it and stuff.
Over 101. And the average of the regular Makers was a 74. And the average of this one was a 81. Nice.
Michter still holds the crown by a point.
Damn.
Yeah. Did this end up tying with the Russells?
Yes.
Nice. So solid bourbons right there, people.
It did end up tying with the Russells.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, so Michter's is still in the lead?
Sure is. My bottle was shite.
I think it's more like a 1.5 because we rounded it up because 80.5. So
what was the Michter's rye?
82.
Ooh.
Yep. Really?
Yeah.
That's the highest scores in 82.
Or whiskey in this round.
We're gonna hit it 100. Let's all review this $200 bottle.
Value 0. We'll get at least a 90.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
Think better come with one of those fucking wood.
What was really good? The
rub and tug. What the hell? No.
What was the name of it? I just bought one, not like last year or something.
Yeah, the Maker's Mark cask strength that I had was 111 proof as well.
It's a nice range. Somewhere between 115 and 18 is really nice.
If we can get that cask strength one, then I'll give that a value of 10 all day.
Oh yeah. All right.
And I can get it for $40.
Has anybody had any Blue Run?
No.
Blue Run. They're expensive.
Never even heard of it.
And
Now I'm trying cast strength.
Blue Run's very good.
they're
like
now the Coors company, I believe.
no Blue Run. They have the butterfly on the label, Eric.
They just got bought out by some beer company.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was Coors.
Are you serious? And they're gonna still
Pretty serious about that, yeah.
Well, it's still gonna be the same stuff, same product.
Hopefully, yeah. I've
But
had
the
Blue
price they're
Steel.
charging for product, it better.
It's like $80 to $90 for like a singular bottle.
$80 to $120 for any of their lineup.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Pretty expensive.
Yeah, that would get a bad value.
So I'm drinking the cast strength real quick.
Yep.
So much less spice,
Ooh.
but oddly a little bit less oily and full on the back end of the mouthfeel.
Huh.
All right, so I'm gonna try one whiskey before we end the show to compare to the 101.
Too bad I'm not there.
Should I do the Wild Turkey or the Michter's?
Wild Turkey. That's 101. I think that's going to be that's obviously going to be a spicier rye. And
You think so?
either or is going to be spicier rye, right? And higher rye content. I have never had anything beyond Maker's Mark, just that
The
night.
water.
Good to try the 101. I'm liking Maker's Mark stuff in general, but just over those two bottlings. Much nicer than trying to find Weller Special Reserve when you can't find it at this stupid price these days. The 101.
Guys. What was this? $26?
Yeah, there's the value. That's an 8 out of 10. Or, no, that's a 9 out of 10. It might even be a 10 out of 10 for the value.
Definitely not as dark. More spice for sure, yeah. It's like this is straight up cinnamon bakery spice.
Gotta do that one sometime.
I still got to buy that bottle sometime.
Yeah, we gotta do this one sometime, Tanner. The rare
I don't
breed.
know. I think I'm just a Wild Turkey nerd because I would just drink this over the Makers. Even though I don't know. The Makers 101 score, flavor, I think just like overall drinkability. I mean, this is 26, like 26, 27. So this is about like what? $20 cheaper, 18, $20 cheaper.
22. Yep. 26. Yeah, $16 cheaper, really.
Wild Turkey 101. Wild Turkey products in general are just really good. We need to do the Long Branch. We haven't done that.
That's the mesquite thing.
Another $40 bottle though.
Is that really? It should be around.
Rare breed all day, man.
I got
Rare
it.
Breed's good too, yeah.
Try it someday. Cheers.
I can get that other one
I
too.
haven't seen you in a while, man. Yeah, Maker's Mark cash strength. That's $50.
I just finished my bottle of 101 actually.
2303. Then I'm sipping his 111 proof. Maker's Mark cash strength. What's yours?
Hell yeah.
110. Ozzy said he has a Maker's Mark cash strength 111.
Yeah, I got 2301 110.
Nice. What's up, Nick? Cheers, bro.
So I'll do the cellar age. No one's gonna find that. Maker's Mark.
Cellar aged? Yeah, I don't know.
The latest. That's so the cellar
You know what'd
age.
be a cool one? You know what'd be a cool one? But they're expensive. We probably have to plan it like a good way ahead. Any store pick makers or something.
Ooh,
Like
yeah.
go to a local store near you and find a maker's store pick. Do they do that in New? You might have to go to Mass to do that, Bumpy.
No, we got
I
one.
think the stores do it.
You get store picks? Okay,
Yeah,
that'd be cool.
It's $70 though.
That's how I said it would have to be planned ahead because those bottles are expensive.
You can find those 1792 full proofs all the time. With store picks.
Store picks are usually pretty pricey because they have to buy a barrel and then they exclusively bottle that barrel for that store.
No,
Or
they
they
did
do it
go to
chains.
a store and do
Like
that.
Yankee Spirits, they'll buy what Seth told me, the liquor manager at Yankee Spirits. They'll buy a barrel, but they'll split it between their 4 stores.
Right.
So yeah, however many bottles they get out of a barrel, then they take those cases and split it evenly between the 4 stores. And they're usually a little bit pricier. They're usually around like $60-$70 for a store pick. But there are cheaper store picks. Like, dude, I can get Eagle Rare and Buffalo Trace store picks every once in a blue moon for like $30 for the Buffalo and I think 40 for the Eagle Rare. I told you about that, Eric.
Yeah, I have a store.
Have you gone to Swansea? You need to go to Swansea and talk to Seth.
He's drive my ass to Swansea.
He's worth talking to. He's a very cool guy.
Okay.
He'll hook you up too. Tell him you're a whiskey fan and you're looking for allocated stuff, and I sent you, and he'll let you know when there's some good stuff. I'm telling you, he's hooked me up. That's why I have most of the stuff that I have is because of him, and my job from prior, But when I worked at the liquor store, but a lot of bottles that I've gotten, like a lot of good bottles. The 4 Roses single barrel came from him. He's a cool dude. He'll hook you up.
Nice.
And they're supposed to be MSRP, Yankee Spirits.
Supposed.
Yeah.
Yeah, their
like
Maker's
stuff,
Select is $69.99.
The best part about allocated stuff, they're not gonna screw you on.
Say what?
You're gonna pay MSRP for allocated stuff.
Are you really?
No, yeah. If you look it up, secondary pricing, you'll see them way higher than what that's those chain store charges.
All right.
But yeah, this Maker's Mark 101, I feel like it was really solid. It was nice to review a good whiskey and to kind of nerd out with you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, lately we've been trying to get through some cheaper stuff because it's not cheap to review a whiskey every week, 1. And 2, I just want to make everything as available to everybody. I want to try to make this show affordable. I don't want everybody to go out and have to spend a whole bunch of money to hang out and just talk about whiskey. But it's nice when we have a good product like this to talk about. Maker's Mark in general, I think overall is a very solid brand. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about Maker's Mark?
Yeah.
And then we'll do shout outs. Actually, you could talk about Maker's Mark and do some shout outs for your channel, and then we'll wrap this up because we're going on an hour.
Yeah, I like Maker's Mark. I mean, their stuff stands out. Looks nice. No problems with the flavors. Their prices are pretty good compared to some other ones that you might be looking for. Like if you get like those special Jack Daniels, those can get up there in higher price ranges for same.
A lot of Jack Daniels higher price stuff is really good too.
Yeah. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a Maker's Mark on my shelf at all times.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as shout outs for my channel, my channel name is now Bumpyisms. Anybody didn't know. So I do beer reviews, got those coming out a few times a week anyways. Should be starting to get into some of the stuff from when Turtle Man, Tanner, and John were over my place. Do frozen pizza reviews. And sometimes I put out some stuff like when I'm cooking something, usually It's been lately on the Blackstone mostly. But yeah, I do some grilling stuff as well. Smoked meats. I've done eons ago. I did when I made a chili. So there was the one that just regular kitchen cooking, making chili. But yeah, I got different things like that going on my channel. So tomorrow is it's a thing I did out on the Blackstone. It was supposed to be like an egg scramble, but I think I had way too much meat and veggies or something. But you'll see anyways. It doesn't look that appetizing, but it was pretty good.
All that matters.
Wow.
Cheers.
Cheers, Bobby. Dan, Mr. Dan.
So I just finished up the cask strength and way sweeter, like in the back end. Just like, yeah, it's night and day. So I definitely prefer that over this. But yeah, Makers, ever since I got into bourbon, I've always had a bottle of Makers on hand. It's just like, since the first sip I had of Makers, I was like, I like this stuff. So
I advise you guys, all of you, to get yourself, if you don't have it, another bottle of this, possibly, within the next year. Try it again. This is one of the first whiskeys that we've did as far as like the examination. And like compared to the
I like the Wild Turkey Rye 101 more, I think.
The Rye 101 was really good. I think that was me and only you did that one, right, Bumpy?
I think so.
I think that was
like super citrusy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Dean.
I just finished my bottle last weekend of the 101.
The Wild Turkey?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, you got the.
It was the same bottle we reviewed.
I need to get myself a new bottle of Rare Breed.
Yeah, it's good.
You have one. You have one of those, right?
Yeah, I held it up. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I got a bottle of that and got Russell's single barrel too, store pick. So I'm swimming in the Wild Turkey products.
They make good stuff.
Yeah, no, this is good. I'm really eager to. I'll probably drink a little bit more out of it. Just kind of let it sit, see what happens. So yeah,
you should do the Bourbon Trail one year.
Ooh, yeah. Get an Uber.
That'll be a beer tour-palooza. Whiskey tour-palooza.
We're gonna be like that.
Whiskey tour-palooza, September of 2025. The Bourbon Trail.
As long as it ends with me and a bottle of E.H. Taylor, I'm cool.
Dude.
Me and my boy E.H. Taylor.
I heard that it's like not like people think, oh, you go to the Bourbon Trail and you see all this allocated crazy to find stuff. I heard it's like actually not that easy. It's like you can get like some stuff, but you get the distillery exclusive. You can buy some distillery exclusive stuff, but some distillery exclusive stuff is freaking pricey. Like you're gonna pay money.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna pay a couple $100 for a bottle that's distillery exclusive. It's not like brewery exclusive. You're not getting like a $20, $30 bottle of like some crazy barrel aged stout. You're gonna, if you go to get like a distillery exclusive item, it's gonna be like a couple $100, like $200-$300. So, but that would be. Sorry, I went off in a tangent. You got shout outs for your channel there, Dan?
No.
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 I hope Mike watches this back. No, not all right, Eric. I hope Mike watches this back.
Oh, he's gonna shout out his own channel.
Jeez, what 51% is promoting?
Well, shout out to his other channel.
Up to 53% now.
Yeah, why though? Mike should be 50. 3% at this point.
I do all the heavy lifting.
Literally.
What do you got for your channel, Dan? What do you got? Any reviews?
We released our Eclipse Spectacular today.
Nice.
So
That was fun today.
yeah, that was fun. I'll say it ended with a 4-beer cuvee.
Wow.
Yeah, all different styles too. It was crazy.
Jesus.
Listen, I thought the world was coming into an end. I told Mike we gotta go all out. No, I think we're gonna start releasing some. We got the box from Athletic, so we got some NA beers to kind of mix in with some reviews. So
Nice.
keep an eye out for that.
Those are good.
I heard
some
that.
Hopper beers too.
I heard that Just the Haze by Sam Adams was good by Mike Nerd Sense.
Yeah,
Oh.
we reviewed that a while back.
Just the
actually.
Haze.
Yeah, it's actually one of our probably
Drive
highest viewed
Simulator
videos.
beers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Should try it out.
So
What's
that's
it like? What's it? 0.5?
Yeah, less than 0.5.
Yeah. What's the one that has 0.0? There's one that has absolutely no alcohol.
Heineken.
Yeah, the Heineken one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
That and the I don't know if you would include it, but the Lagunitas hop water, which is their seltzer. It's a hop seltzer.
That's cool. Well, then Treehouse does those
Yes,
hop beers too, or hop seltzers. What do they call them? Hop water, hop seltzer.
Yeah.
Well, cheers, Dan. Awesome, bro. Check them out. FLX Beer Reviews with Mike and Dan.
Yes, and Dan.
Both 50% ownership.
Nope. Right.
No, Eric, what you got over there, bro?
Well, let's see if I can tell you anybody to watch on the YouTubes. I think UConn's playing a basketball game, so go UConn.
Wow, yeah, bitchy.
National championship.
NCAA,
Wait, well, what do you think about Maker's Mark first, actually?
Oh yeah, well, this is the second only that I can recall of having a Maker's Mark actual product beyond the 90 proof Maker's Mark, just original bourbon. So good experience. I'm certainly keen on wanting to try some more over the course of the next year of different Maker's Mark labeling. I don't know why I haven't done that, being into bourbons, but yeah, I like that. I like the wheat profile. Obviously, I like the flavors are really maybe it was your bottle there, but I liked how the flavors were pretty pronounced. They were nice and soft, slightly creamy drinking experience. It was good. I like that. It had the Kentucky hug, but there was a lot of other things going on than just the 101 proof. So that was good. Very nice. I will be looking forward to that cast strength, I think, at some point. I don't know that I've had the 46. That's another easy one to find on the show. So
yeah, 46 cash strength is like next level.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
What's the that's cheaper than the regular cast strength?
Might not be. It's harder to find. It's more limited.
Well, I
Only
can
in
get it.
Buffy's world.
Or is there one that's just called 46?
Store?
Yeah, probably 46. 46 cash strength's like a limited release, I'm pretty sure.
So there's one that's just 46. It's not a cast strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 46 and then 46.
Maybe
So
it's
that's
I don't
probably
think maybe it's not limited, but it's definitely not as easy to find as the regular 46.
Well, anyways, I'm sure most of the people watching know I do the Thomas Metal 75 channel of YouTube, mostly beer reviews, whiskey reviews, and some agave spirits and tequilas in this day and age. So stay tuned for that. The biggest thing that we do is the Wildcard Wednesday, every Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern time. Just bring a beer, wine, spirit, really any adult beverage. Just don't be a douche. We'll give you a link and have a good old time. So cheers on that note. Our co-host for the Wildcard Wednesday, when I have other obligations, whether it's work related or rehearsing with my band Oxblood Forge, which has a show this Thursday, 8 o'clock at Wes's Rib House in Providence, Rhode Island. Go check it out. So yeah, Alex the Beer Master hosts that program when I'm unable to. So go check him out. He's live right now, Alex and Friends. And we're on to whiskey. He doesn't need any introduction, but Bruzel is on right now with 865 people watching. His show is This Weekend Was a Bit Crazy. Let's talk about it. Cheers.
Cheers, Eric. Yeah, the 46 cash strength is $60.
Oh, okay.
But it is limited edition.
$20 in Bumpy store.
It does
We
say
have-
made
we
with
have-
46 cash strength bourbon
No, we
limited.
don't have. We have the French oak 46 though.
Maker's Cash Strength next.
But that's only 30.
I gotta get those bottles. I gotta get those glass bottle outlet bottles.
Yeah, I gotta get some of those too. I think I can share stuff with you.
Because then anytime I hang out with you guys, like even if we go to Beer Tuber Palooza, I could just bring a bunch of those.
Yeah.
We could try a bunch of shit.
That'd be really
Um, yeah. Maker's Mark, I feel like they make some really solid products. They've always been like a good bang for your buck. They're using wheat. I'm assuming wheat might be a little bit more of is wheat a more expensive grain than rye? No.
Oh.
Maybe you have to use more of it than, I don't know. Because they do a different blend where it's like less corn. Because I know corn's kind of cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Bumpy, that is the cast strength. They just put French oak on it. It's the same product. Tanner has an old bottle.
I don't think
Sure, bro.
What?
He's saying his 46 cast strength is the French oak. It's the same. It's what it is.
It's French oak staves.
Yeah, that's what they use in the 46.
Yeah, it's a new bottle, Bumpy. Tanner has the old style bottle. So
You got a back stock.
that's the product he's talking about.
Yeah, I have a bunch of old bottles.
You got a back stock. Good problem to have.
But no, yeah, overall, I think Maker's Mark is really good. They make some really solid products. They age their whiskey for a good amount of time. Each one has some really solid color to it, some solid flavor. Nothing really offensive. They're affordable for what they are. The wax top is always nice. If they put them all in corks, I would probably like that a little bit more. Let's just move on to corks. If you're spending $30 to $40 or $30 to $50 for a bottle, they should be in corks. I mean, there's 20-something dollar bottles that have corks. The screw cap, it's just like personal experience. It's just like, I don't know. It's just
Comes across cheap.
yeah, and I just like the cork. I feel it's a better solid seal.
I like a
Looks nicer. Yeah, I just I like the cork over the screw cap for sure. The cash strength, Maker's Mark cash strength. Have I had that? I don't think so. But they've done like these. I think I was showing Dan after. Like off air.
Wood finishing.
They've done all these wood finishing series.
Yeah.
And these are phenomenal. I think they actually stopped doing the wood finishing series.
I thought, but it's still on their website.
It's on the website, Tanner.
You can still find them in stores, but I think as far as this series, they discontinued the series. Like they don't do the series anymore.
It's on the website. Under current products.
2024.
Yeah, they talk about the 2023 release on the website.
Yeah, so I remember watching our Bourbon Junkies. They were saying, I believe that it was the last wood finishing series. So they did it for a couple of years. Not this one. This one isn't this one's from 2021. This one's old. But I'm pretty sure they discontinued the wood finishing.
You'll be able to find the
They'll probably come out with another line or something like that.
They have the private collection too.
That's similar. These were more experiment whiskeys. So they've done experiment whiskeys and you pay a little bit more for them, which is cool. You like to see distilleries do that. yeah, like I said, I think Maker's Mark is a awesome company. I hope they keep putting out solid products. The regular Makers, I feel like, is a really good whiskey for the money, and yeah, I'll continue to buy their stuff, and I'll continue to recommend it and review their stuff.
Good.
As far as shout outs from me, Thursday, I want to brew something. I think I'm going to brew another beer. I did the poll, and people said they wanted me to do the stout,
That'd be good.
but I don't know. I kind of want to do the IPA, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. I might end up doing the IPA. The stout's a little different. You actually have to do a tincture with the stout. So there's a little bit more that comes into play. But of course, you do the tincture and you add that to the fermenter after the beer's already brewed. But I don't know. I feel like I want to do the IPA next. The Hefeweizen was very fun. This Thursday, the same day, I'll probably do like a little tasting. I'll do a little review on my channel live, maybe like a 30-minute video. I'll crack open a bottle. I'll get it nice and cold Wednesday night. I'll crack open a bottle maybe like early Thursday morning. Do a review, 30-minute review on my channel, and then I'll probably start another homebrew live. And I think I'm gonna do the Dead Ringer. So look out for that. Should be fun. That's Thursday. And then, of course, we've got Wild Card and All Spun Out tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry. Wednesday. And then, yeah. So Tuesday on Beerman's Beer and Cheese. My Tuesdays are a little hectic, which is why recently I haven't been on many beer and cheeses. I have a very busy day. I end up coming home and sleeping for a while. But yeah, definitely check out Beer and Cheese with Beerman. And then shout outs for other people. Check out Beer for Breakfast, Facts or Snacks. Guy, he uploads every day. He uploads maybe like a couple, 2 to 3 videos. He's from Ontario, Canada. He's a very cool guy. He does a lot of cooking. He does a lot of on the barbecue stuff. This guy's out in shorts and a t-shirt, grilling on a barbecue.
Oh yeah.
And like you can see his breath as he's cooking on the barbecue. He's freaking his channel's awesome. He's also got Watts on the Grill, which is like his actual cooking channel. He just started. Him and his wife have been doing it. WATTS on the Grill. And then check out Brewing Daddy. He does a lot of Northern Brewer 1-gallon batch recipes. His YouTube channel has been going for like 2 years, but he's got 240 subscribers. But he sits there and he's got the freaking Bunsen burner right on the table, and he sits there and brews the beer, and then he'll do like bottling videos and tasting videos, of course, as well. Yeah, check him out. Brewing Daddy. He's very knowledgeable, very easygoing guy. He seems very calm what he's doing. That's the thing with like brewing and getting into it. You know, you don't want to be too nervous and crazy. It's just kind of, and there's not a lot of videos on like 1-gallon recipes and stuff like that. So it's nice to see somebody who's taking these small recipes and doing a whole video on them and showing people how to do it step by step on YouTube. You can literally buy that kit and watch his video and brew it as he's doing it, you know. But yeah, shout out to Bumpyisms, FLX Beer Reviews, and Thomas Snow 75. Thank you guys for stopping by, hanging out tonight. Appreciate you guys. Wouldn't be in a whiskey examination if I didn't have other people here doing it with me.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna do another one next Monday, probably around 8 to 8:30. We'll see what happens. Maybe another bourbon. There's gonna be one next Monday. We don't really know what it is yet. And or did we talk about one? No? I don't think so.
So
Well, we'll figure it out. And yeah,
Double oaked.
Woodford Reserve.
Double oaked.
It's like a $50 bottle, Dan.
On a good day.
Yeah. That's a solid one. We definitely will have to visit that one at least once.
Can you guys get? I think is it Blanton's?
No. Actually, Tanner's got the plan.
Or no, Barton's.
I was gonna say that's a big difference.
Very old Blanton's. I mean,
Barton is 1792, isn't it?
Yeah.
We already did 1792 small batch. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember because it made me go out and
Barton's
buy
might be different
Full-proof.
though. Barton's
That Full-proof is so amazing.
Barton's might be like very old Barton's, like bottom shelf stuff. There's a brand called actual Barton's, Bumpy.
Yeah, it's no, I think it's
very old Barton.
Oh, very old Barton. Yeah, I think that one's hard to find.
We got it as a one-time buy.
Yeah, see, they don't even have it at Yankee Spirits. I know what you're talking about. That's a cheap bottle. That's hard as hell to find.
Yeah,
I passed up on that one so many times too.
$30.
I feel so stupid about it because that is actually like a very popular one. That's like 15 to 20 bucks. But over here in Rhode Island, you don't see it as much anymore. And it's technically allocated because it's not easy to get at all. And you'll probably pay secondary over here for it.
You want to go back to a rye? We could do Whistle Pig 6.
Ooh.
Cheap.
I can get that cheap too.
Yeah.
I have to go to North Kingstown and I can get that like maybe like $10 less than what it normally is.
If we do that just for fun, I'm gonna pick up that small bottle of the 12 with the mini cork.
Yeah, you could do that too. They have the nips.
We should also do the Russell 6-year rye at some point.
Yeah, that's another like $40 bottle though. Yeah. Well, we'll talk about it.
Okay.
We'll see you guys again next Monday.
I'll get the Whistle Pig.
For the whiskey examinations, at least. You guys will see my channel here shortly. Yeah, cheers everyone. Appreciate y'all. And it's been fun. If there's anything else you guys like to see on my channel, make sure to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to like and subscribe to my upcoming videos. Leave a beer. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. Watch home videos.
Oh.
I love whiskey.